Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
Yeah.
And hey, we cooked up a little Mother's Day breakfast for y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. We figured that we would talk about some of the women's MCs out there, especially in the Northern California Bay Area. Like they're beasts. Some of
They're
them.
doing their thing. Look at the lady
Hmm.
on the damn cover.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look. Yeah. Here, let's pull that up. She's at a Daly City
Whoa, let
function.
me get out of the I moved out of the way for you when you put that up.
It's
She's at a
from the
Daly
Valley
City
Vixens.
function. She is a
Right, from
big
Valley.
girl and she ain't
Well,
playing.
she's a beautiful woman.
Shout out to
So I
her.
don't know if she's a mother.
Big
Uh,
booty sitches. They make the world go round.
you know, and this
Here
is
we go.
also
What's
the
that? Is
Valley
that what's that guy wearing?
Valley
Is that
Vixens.
Green Machine? Who are they with? I
That's the
can't see
Valley
his
Vixens.
patch. Okay.
Valley Vixens.
Cool.
But and then you got the She Devils, which everybody knows who the She Devils are, right? They're just
Nice.
and Queens of Chaos. Shout out
There you
Tracy.
go.
Queens of Chaos ain't no joke. Good women, solid, and they stood up for themselves and their member recently against somebody.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, not them. Well, their neighbor Matt. Shout out, shout out Matt. I'm sure you cried to your mom a lot, but Queens of Chaos made him get all up in his feelings, and that's how they get down. Like these women are tough, tough.
So, we haven't covered a lot on women's motorcycle stuff, so it's something I've been thinking about for the past few hours. And I just want to bring up, what is their protocol? Because they're not, hey, when you put on a patch and you have somebody's permission, you're not just a nobody. They're not just some dumb chicks off the street. And, 50% of dudes don't know how to operate a Harley correctly. So these girls are putting on patches and getting on the freeway with the big boys. Write that
For
down. Write
sure.
that down. Write that down.
Bro, my mind is so crazy, and then got you. Call Wolf. It's written down because I'll forget,
Ah,
and then I turn all my devices. None of them make noise because if they did, they would just ring all day long. So I have to turn that off, and then I just put it face down. I'll watch the news or you know go to the pool with Scar or something. Like I just don't. I don't look at my phone again, and then by the time I do, it's because we're going live or something
he's
like
got a
that.
lot
So
going
I have
on.
to
Don't
write it
start
down.
messing up our interview right now, Wolf. Okay? We know you. We
Wolf's
know.
hey,
I read all your
Wolf's been
messages.
there.
I know you're a good dude. I get busy too.
Yeah, yeah. Wolf has been there for me. Wolf and Bigfoot uh, are the two people that were really, really, really just. Oh, there's little Timmy. I wish he could get up here. Oh, little Timmy. Hey, and there's Corrupt. I see Corrupt. Joey Fetters.
Look,
Salute to you.
if you guys want to see what an ugly guy from me can have a beautiful mother, this is my mom,
Hey, mom.
Maureen.
Hi,
Shout out
Maureen.
to Maureen. Don't look at
Hi.
Rick in the eyes, mom.
How you doing,
Um,
lady? You
Shout
want to
out to
see
my
these blue
mom,
eyes?
hardworking Irish woman, dude. She's ever since I've been born, the lady's had a job. She's a
Look in,
saint,
look in my
and
eyes, Maureen.
she's got big arms that can knock dudes out, like this
Maureen.
one. That's when her eyes
Maureen.
get weird.
Look in my
Mom, you
eyes,
got
Maureen.
GPS? You got GPS, mom? Because he just got lost in your eyes. Yeah, look at
Happy
his eyes.
Mother's
One
Day. Happy
one
Mother's
blue
Day,
this way and
Maureen.
one blue the other. He's got
I
blue
don't have
eyes.
blue eyes. You're crazy. I don't got blue eyes.
One blue this way and one blue the other way.
No, that's your buddy. That's
That's
your buddy
rude.
when he was in the third grade. I got a picture of it.
It's
What's
all
up,
right. We
Bigfoot?
don't want to. I know these people
Bigfoot?
don't like when we start doing personal slander. Okay.
That's not personal slander. That's saying you have a beautiful mother. Shout out
Maureen
to my
looking
mom
good. Breeze takes
in
after
heaven.
dad.
I miss you a lot, Mom.
Shout out to Rick's mom in heaven. I'm not going to look up
Oh,
at her and say weird stuff like he just did.
you
But
can't
hey, it's Mother's
because she's
Day.
gone. Because she's
We
gone
don't
to the
talk
upper
about the
room.
deceased.
That would be weird. That would be Jacob DeLashman's type of activity, bro. You can't do that. Yeah. Ugh. Hey.
So, back to what I was saying, Rick, before you
Mhm.
pulled the breeze with your buddy Wolf. What is the woman's protocol around these dudes? Do they have more
All right.
action than the lady off the street?
So, Queens of Chaos. One of their members is currently fighting cancer. She has brain cancer, I believe it is. And
Okay.
she was getting help from a man who was the president of the Reading Hells Angels,
Who
and
happens
then
to know a lot about health.
a lot about health. And she's going to him for holistic help, right? He, through politics of the 81, gets backdoored on some bullshit, thrown out of the club, right? Alan or Matt, it was really the essay of Reading, Matt, gets at this lady who has a brain tumor
Oh, yeah.
and says,
He's going to bash her.
I'll put mitts on a woman. I don't care. You're not supposed to talk to the XP who is now put out bad, right? Which is stupid. But then he presses Tracy, the president of the Queens of Chaos, and says, they want their bottom rocker. You're not getting your bottom rocker because unless you kick the lady with the brain tumor out of the club. Tracy stands on business, says, that's my sister. We don't need that rocker that bad. Kick rocks, Dort.
And this is something I talked about on my channel, not to drift off, but it's like rules of the road, biker code is some things that I said it, and I said RC or MC. So these are the things like people get in RCs, these women and guys, whoever, but you don't realize, you think you're starting that and being in that to be away from these clubs, you're going to answer to somebody. The minute you put a
Yes.
patch on, you're going to answer to
Yes.
somebody. Now,
100%.
whether it be somebody like Big Smilin is kind of a fair dude. He's not going to go tell people what they have to do. He's just going to watch you, see what they do, and make his decision from there. But to threaten a woman and tell her that you're going to bash her when she's damn near bedridden already
Yes.
because of who she talks to is outlandish nonsense.
Right. Right. So you got this woman fighting for her life, and now she's got this dude and his bullshit for his club politics, saying you can't try to go and see at least that holistic medicine is a combination of a lot of things, but
and the right workouts.
It's a lot for your soul and your mind too. Holistic, it really does. You're going to deny that woman that over your stupid club politic, over your personal beef because you got beat up at Camper World? Like, come on, bro.
Hey, everybody throw in your local woman's MC around you. We'll see if we recognize the name and maybe tell a little story about it. I got a few women RC stories.
So the Queens of Chaos, Tracy tells them no. And we just don't. Now you got the Mongols up there that are saying, so
that
listen.
Pushed them into the other hands.
After Tracy tells them to kick rocks, she, man, I hate putting her like medical type thing out. But
no offense to her, or if we said too much, take it up with us. Don't say it to a girl.
I've talked to Tracy. Shout out Tracy. She's a good woman. She had a seizure, was able to get her bike over on the side of the road before she had it, though, because she felt it coming on. She comes out of the hospital. Who's there? The fellas. Fitz drives her home.
That's right. Shout out to the fellas,
a
man.
crowd of
Hold
fellas.
it down.
Who's on the phone with her husband while she's walking out of the hospital and heading home? right? The Mongols, right? Shout out Crusher for that. That's cool. And I've never spoken to Crusher in my life, but what I'm saying is I know of you
Crusher,
because of what you did. Thank you,
stop
Crusher.
being mean to me on Facebook, Crusher. I
That's
love you, man.
badass. That's how real men
I know
act,
I
right?
asked a stupid question, but you don't got to be that mean.
And what's Crusher
Gosh,
telling her husband? Y'all need anything? Just let us know. We got you. Who picked her bike
100%.
up on the side of the road when her and her husband had to go to the hospital in an ambulance, right? Who came? Fitz, the fellas. Took her bike, put it in a safe place, drove her back home. This is the type of stuff that's crazy. And this is all because that woman, who is the president of AMC up there, stood on business and told
Who just put I deleted you
Redding,
on Facebook, Breeze?
oh no.
Yikes.
Wow. Wow, bro.
Sorry, guys. I'm just, my life is falling apart
It is.
and
But
together at the same time. So that's just what it is. Do you have
it,
any female RC stories? Like,
well,
personally, have you ever seen a woman with a patch somewhere?
look at how they stood on business. Queens of Chaos, shout out to you guys. Look at how
We
they
like
stood on
that.
on being just a human being. Like you're not going to treat me like that. Like I'm a human, and that's my sister, and she's going through all this, and you're bringing this drama all because of your your butt's hurt.
Can you explain to people what an RC is? Because I've heard from 24 hours, it's not a remote control car. Okay?
So riding clubs. Shout out to a lot of the riding clubs out there too. There's some good ones. Some really
Right.
solid, good
They're tight
riding
knit.
clubs.
Tight knit
Yes.
comes to mind.
And some people call them family clubs, which that's true because they do. They
Hey,
have a lot of cookouts. They bring their kids. They are awesome.
family orientated, which
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Like Baca. Oh well. I mean, A-Bait for sure. That's that kind of family club business, you know. Yeah. Family
So
Guy.
what's an RC?
A riding club.
Okay, and a riding club is going to be more like their patch is going to be a big shape. It's
Yeah.
not going to be broken into three. Okay, there's a big difference between a riding club and there's a big difference between a riding club, motorcycle club, and 1% club. There's big differences here.
Yes.
So
Yes.
RC is going to be one logo. It's going to be like the
Mhm.
mascot, the name, and maybe something under it, but it's going to be one piece patch. That's another terminology. You're a one piece patch club,
Right. Or
and it's going to say
some will have the
RC,
name over it. Some will have their
right?
name, but and the
But it's
bottom rocker
never a
will,
three piece
yeah,
patch.
they'll never have that bottom rocker that says the state or area. Say if they're from San
Territory.
Jose, yeah, their territory. Um, but that doesn't mean just because they're not in one percenters, they're not men. Don't run down on
Dude,
some of
you
these
got
RC
guys that
guys
meet
that
up
don't
in their
play.
garages and they don't have
Yes.
patches and they just text each other and
Yeah.
ride together and they are a force to be reckoned with and you guys
Yeah.
don't know anything about them, which
Right.
is one of the
Right.
coolest parts.
And they're actively okay having their CCWs and things because they're not in
They don't
a
have
in
to.
a in an MC. They're not in a verified, validated from the government type of
Okay,
deal.
makes sense.
It is. I like a lot of guys from RCs. Or then there's as you said the MCs and then the one percenters, right?
Big
You
difference.
ask me, Queens of Chaos, fellas, MC. Those are 1%, true 1% MCs. Mongols are really showing up, showing out. The Vagos are doing their damn thing. Galloping Goose, the Gypsy
Shout
Jokers,
out
the
Scott Reed.
Highwaymen.
20
The
bucks.
yes, thank you, and shout out. I almost didn't say
I
it.
have the most
Combatant
interaction.
Report. Combatant
Oh,
Report. Thank you for that $10 donation.
I have had some. Don't be a cookie cutter, Breeze. I'm trying not to. Hey, so there is. I've had some interactions with women's RCs, and I wanted to say one just so I know, like I can tell you guys, I've seen exactly what one of these women in the Bay Area knew what to do when my dad was a full patched out Hell's Angel. I was a prospect. We were riding through San Jose on our way to San Jose, and one of these women clubs pulls up. She's ripping, dude. She's a bad bitch. She is ripping, and we hear her coming, dude. And we're like,
Happy
"Damn, is
Mother's
that a
Day.
op? Is that a op?" We turn. Hey, it's a bad bitch on a bike, and she pulls up directly next to us. She looks
Come
at
on.
us. She
Come on.
gets the head nod,
Come
and
on.
she does like,
Come
"Can I go?"
on.
She says, "Can I go?" And my
You're a
dad just
cop
shook
dog.
his head and signaled
Yeah.
her on.
Yeah. You're a cop dog, huh?
He's
Yeah.
acting like me now.
It's my
Who's a
boy.
good
It's
boy?
my boy. He
Who's
is
a
a good
boy?
boy. Yeah.
Where's
Kiss.
my dog? Come here, Clyde.
It's a good boy. All right,
Hey,
down, down.
so the woman knew what to do, and she wasn't disrespectful. She didn't have a big ego. She rolled up. She looked at us. We did the little biker codes, and she split.
It's a good boy. All right, go lay down. Go.
Another one I'm going to say that I have love for is the Devil Dolls out of Washington. They're a badass women's club. They show up to all the parties. They represent. They're respectful, and they ride motorcycles, dude. I would. My wife knows how to ride a bike. All right, I did teach her how to ride a Dyna, but I would never go out riding with her because in my mind, okay, as a misogynist pig, I believe women belong on the back, not riding next to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And all the girls watching this, don't get mad, okay? But shout out to all the women's motorcycle clubs. I wanted to share that little story while Rick distracted y'all, and he's gonna let it rip.
Hey, that was my. I guess that was my version of the pigeons. You remember the one time you flapped? A pigeon was just flapping. I was like, whoa. But no, hey, he came in. He came into my room over here, and he wanted to say hi. So that
And
that
don't
right there,
think that
that's
just
a
because
good
these
dog.
girls put the patches on, dude, they're not just showing up to clubs parties to be pass arounds. There's
Oh
always
no,
gonna be a wild girl that likes to be a pimp in the girls' world, but with a
yeah,
patch on, they're not gonna get treated like a pass around. They can have some fun if they want, but these women's clubs usually show up militant, on point. They
yes,
ride good together. They look badass, and hey, maybe they'll bring a couple hood rats.
they care about how
I
tight they ride.
I've hooked up
They
with some
do.
of their daughters, okay? Because they're old women and I'm a young guy, not at a weird age. These ladies are still older than me. 30s would be their daughters since these women are old as hell.
Right.
But it's a cool thing that adds to the biker scene that we talk about that we've never covered. The women do have a spot here, and I'm sure some of them have
Yeah.
caught cases.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it being Mother's Day, I didn't want to just. I thought we had talked about it actually about looking into the cases of some of the MCs. Uh, have women been indicted? Of course they have, with 1% clubs over stuff or whatever, right? Um, but it's Mother's Day, so we just really want to shout them out. We're not going to do a long live today, but we just want to shout out the mothers for sure.
Shout out to mothers that birthed all these brothers.
Now, George Christie
Bullshit. Breeze
famously,
was knocking dust too. I never knocked dust
George
yet.
Christie has, I believe, a few times stated, if I remember correctly, that there have been women's Hell's Angels.
True. And Bo has stated the same thing. And if you go back in the pictures in the archives, guys will say, "Oh, they just put it on her for the picture," or "Oh, they did this." It's like, no, that was that lady's patch. And one of them, I think, was even a president or something crazy like that.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't believe in it now. Like when I started the cult, the girls did have their own section. It was called Rumble Dolls, and they could go be that. But do not step into here and like I don't want to hear a woman jump up in my meeting and start telling me what I don't. That's me, and that could be wrong, could be right. I don't believe they belong in the club. There's obviously a reason why in history it made a split, and and here's a big difference: the riding clubs have men and female. I didn't say that on my thing yesterday either. Riding clubs will be women and men.
Two, my top
Mother
two road,
Ruth,
my
see,
top
she was a
two,
prez.
My top
Told you
two
that.
road dogs criminally back in the day were both women. One of them,
They're bad.
shout out Jessica. I love you very much. I see you doing great in life, and I love that. Uh, Jess was a beast. She is her own hood legend in Vegas. She is wild, hell of a road dog. So I mean, you can't just. I seen her do some stuff I wouldn't take dudes to go do with me. You know, like she is a monster.
No, there's always a hit or woman around some kind of bad activity, no matter what
Whoo!
it is. They're
Mm-hmm.
monsters, and they're smarter than
Yeah.
us. So
I
so
mean, I
watch
bet some
that.
dumb.
Okay, here's another thing. This is why I say girls shouldn't be in politics, is because at one time of the month there's going to be no reasoning. It's going to be you're coming
Right.
at me with some
Well,
kind of way, you're done. So I don't know how we would work that out, but I think more power to them. It's cool for them to go do their own thing. That's what I believe in.
yes, yes, and they do. They have their own runs, and they show up. Like there are women's MCs that show up every party in every uh, event around them. They show up, and not on some bullshit. Just they really do try to support everybody around them,
Right. See,
which is
Sacktown has
paid.
some badass chicks that are beasts.
Yeah.
It's true.
Shout out Anthony Markovich. I see you. Yeah, yeah, they are. They are. Tracy from the Queens of Chaos, a bad bitch, bro. Shout out to her husband. Uh, I mean, she stood on business and said, "No, you're not going to treat me like that. I'm a human."
Why would you even act like that? Why don't you bring that energy
Yeah.
over to the other team instead of calling women that are
Well,
about to pass away and tripping on them?
Tracy's also the one that flipped off Matt to his face at the mailbox.
Well then, hey,
There was
you give
yeah,
hate,
yeah,
you
yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
Game
hey,
plan.
she was in a pack, and that pack had Mongols, and a couple of Pobobs were in there, and then fellas, Fitz and the fellas, right? And she's in the back of the pack. They're heading up to go get something to eat, and the dude
Flew
who
the
said he
bird
was
past
gonna,
them.
yeah, the dude who said he was gonna put mitts on her club sister, who is going through medical devastation right now. And Tracy felt some type of way, and she saw Matt, and she gave him the international sign of here, you're number one, right? He felt some type of way, but didn't do nothing about it. And
Ain't going
that was
to.
on her own personal thing. What'd he do? He got a hold of the Pobobs to try
Ain't gonna do
to
nothing.
shut down that chapter of the
That's
Pobobs
my
in that area
problem.
for riding.
That's my problem with this. People get
Hmm.
people to haul their water for them. First of all, you know how much of a lame you look like when you deliver somebody else's message. And
Oh
second of
yeah,
all, you know how lame you look when you're shooting a message through somebody else instead of just talking to the person face to face. I believe there's nothing two men can't sit down over a milkshake and talk out. But they can also go 100% the other direction from that. Use your
yeah,
imaginations.
yeah. But so there's women that stand on business, and she did, and she continues to, and she should. And shout
What'd you
out
think of the fights
to
last
the
night?
fellas. Oh, bro. I think everybody expected Sean Strickland to just. I mean, the
Yeah, I
takedowns
was
are
surprised
a real thing. He
when
didn't.
I
He
caught the
yeah,
end that they were both standing up. I thought one of those dudes was going to be out
and they
after
were
how they were
standing,
pumping it.
and just their jabs alone, that throwing out those jabs. Those where the nose breaks came from, and both of them were messed up over just bing bing. They would catch each other coming in with a straight, and just whew, it was a good fight.
Yeah, the other
I
dude
liked it.
besides Sean wasn't looking that healthy as he usually does. He was looking, his body was a little sloppy, and Sean was like cut and ready to
Yeah,
rock and roll.
he knew he was in for a real
Jeez.
fight. He knew he was in for a real fight. He probably took this training camp was probably the hardest one he's ever done, 100%, because he knew he was going against a real
Dude, that
menace.
was battle.
Yeah, yeah.
That was battle.
But Sean Strickland won. on a split decision too. But I mean, if you look at stats are stats. Look, if you look at the punch counts of every Floyd Mayweather fight in history, he is behind in each one of those, right? Because boom, he's always
working.
on the defense and he's just throwing a
working.
jab.
And his
But then
punches
you get
count. Those high counts
yes.
don't do much damage.
Right. And he would wait for you where he could catch you in a vulnerable spot, and then he would start teeing off on you and getting you, right? And that's how he would turn it. But if you just went by the counts, everybody's saying that Strickland maybe shouldn't have won that fight. But
it is what it is. He won.
He was very
Win's
precise.
A win.
He's
His
very
nose
precise.
did not win that fight. I'll tell you that. That thing's about this big today.
And it's right here too. It's at the bridge.
And it's black
like
and
that.
blue. It's like I hate getting hit straight on in the nose. Everybody does.
So when he walked out of the octagon, he went right over to the media table, right? The announcers or the commentators table. He hadn't seen himself yet. He just walked out of the ring. The first thing he did was sit down, look at the screen where he could see himself. He goes, "Oh, geez, my face is messed up." It was all bad.
Ouch.
Yeah. So,
man, the things those guys put themselves through for our entertainment.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of money. So there's that.
It's an art. It's an art. You've been in quite a few brawls in your life. It's that landing the knee when they're that lunging knee when they're coming in.
It has its long-term effects
that
though
type
too,
of
dude.
deal.
I feel a little dumber. All right, I definitely feel a little punch drunk.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because in the streets we're not wearing gloves, and sometimes somebody sneaks up with a rock or a bar or something sweet for you.
In the prelims on Paramount Plus.
Why does
he'll be in the corner? Really?
Keeping up
Okay.
Ronnie. Who's Ronnie and what was he crying about last night?
JP has a pro fighter going into the prelims on Paramount Plus. He'll be in the corner.
Who, JP?
Mm-hmm.
From Frisco?
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I've been following him on. I've been following him, and they've been doing some traveling with one of the pro fighters. He got a pro fighter now.
Well, and JP has been really militant on him in this camp too. I've been watching all that where he's telling him, "Come on, get in here." Right, you know what I'm saying? Just dragging him along, even if you don't feel like standing up.
He tortures
get up and
him.
do this.
He laughs.
Yes,
he takes him to the biggest staircase in San Francisco and makes him run that sucker. He's cool. He's cool. He has the right attitude though. He's not trying to. He's trying to bring the sport up. It's not for what it can do for him. He is constantly pushing youngsters to step into the pros, and he knows the pros. He's really cool. He has his own gym.
Yes, some of the better fighters that you wouldn't expect. It's like he takes on all comers as long as they got the heart. It looks like, to me at least, and then he doesn't just. You know how there's some coaches in some boxing gyms, especially. You got one dude who's just full spar right away all the time.
Somebody put his gym's name in here. I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, Anthony, what's the name of JP's gym? I'll shout that out all day long.
I know it's got 3 badass dog heads, and it's called like something with an A.
I'm not even going to try to access that part of my brain. I might have a stroke.
What is it, man? I know it. It's called. Come on, somebody. I'll go off here to find it and come back real quick.
Abandoned Fight Club.
There you go.
Yeah.
Abandoned. I knew it was with an A.
If you guys are in that area and you want to learn, especially with the hands, the boxing, JP is world renowned for those hands. And he's got a great attitude and work ethic because he's in there. He's in there every day getting it in that gym. And that's a lot. Just imagine if we wanted to go and spar with JP and learn some technique from JP, just us going there for a couple of hours a day, and JP's there all day long. Evo's in there getting it every day,
And
all
he's
day.
having fun. You never see him
Yeah,
really being negative. He's having fun. He's
yeah.
excited. He is. He's just a. Why does Rick always do that? He is just
Oh,
a
hey,
force to be reckoned with. Golly, dude.
I watched, I
Ugh.
watched, I watched back the one last night. It was juicy, bro. It was
No, the
juicy.
one
Did you?
last night was weird as hell. Sounded like a crawfish boil.
Somebody should go if you haven't watched last night at like the maybe 40-ish minutes in or something like that. I don't even know when it was, maybe an hour in. Uh I cracked my neck and I didn't notice I was doing it. And the sound it made, it caught up. But if you watch, like, like, be watching for it. When I pop my neck, my eyes roll like this, bro. I was
Dude, you're gonna
like,
make me barf.
it
Stop.
almost put me out. And I don't even notice that I do it. But yeah, you'll
Hey,
see
speaking
me.
of that,
My eyes go.
JP, before we get off of JP subject, he did an interview with a dude named Colin, and he gets into a lot. He tells you about being in prison with
Yeah,
Doc Cavales and trying to get at him, and they were
Doc Cavazos.
protecting
Yeah,
him, and just
yeah.
hey, it's a
Well,
good story.
with
JP's
that
tight.
with that story with Doc, they did. JP, and I think there was another Hell's Angel on the yard with
It
him
was
at least.
mostly JP pushing the problem.
They were trying to get him on the yard, and the
Somebody
Southsider
tried to
said,
sucker punch JP at the end of it.
"Well, so the Southsider said no, he's under ours, right?"
Right.
They kept Doc Cavazos real close. This is right
In the
when he
middle of
got
the
to prison.
pack. They kept him
They
in the middle
did.
of the
They kept
pack.
him right in the middle of the pack, and they were doing that, waiting for the paperwork to come through to show that he had ratted on his guys. As soon as they got that,
Meanwhile,
they
JP
booked
is in
him.
there going, "Let me get that rat."
Yeah. So the Southsiders actually booked him. They got Doc, but he lived, and then that's when he went into protective custody, witness protection, basically still in prison. I think they
And
probably
that's when the
let him out
biker
of prison
politics
at that point.
comes onto the yard. That I wanted
Hmm.
to do something on it. We can all do something on it. We could talk a little bit about it right now.
Yeah.
That when you're in a motorcycle club and you hit a prison yard, it's not this. You don't run stuff like you do on the streets. You're gonna go by the color of your skin, and that's why I'm saying when JP went in there, it caused a problem for everybody because he was calling out a technically Southsider at the time, Doc, and the
Yes. Well,
Woods were having to deal with the Southsiders going, bro, if you guys don't tell Homeboy to shut up, or if Homeboy attacks our guy, it's gonna be an all-out war. And JP's like, let's get it, let's go.
well, I'm not going to speak on the Southsiders' decision making or politics of how they handled that, but I will give you insight into why maybe they did that. Doc Cavazos is well known to have grown up in the avenues, and they have their Avenue Street, right?
100%.
Uh, the avenues is big. They probably said to the Mongols, "We're not going to hit our guy or somebody who will be riding with us like that until we have the proof." They just kept Doc close
Middle of the
and
pack.
treated him like a brother until they found out he wasn't, and that's when they booked him. So
He
that's
was
that.
paying them. He was paying
Oh,
them as well.
oh.
Don't forget that.
Well, they still booked his ass. Yep.
Wow, Rick.
Yeah.
Just
Hey,
wow.
they should have. As soon as they got the paperwork, they did the right. That's the right prison move. You can't just
Right.
be sticking anybody just because this guy over here or Flame Strider would have gotten everybody laid down in Minnesota,
Right.
or like, yeah, or
And look,
wherever he's from.
no disrespect, but what's the point of having a patch when you get locked up? If you're the type of person that likes getting locked up, you should be in a prison organization because when you're in jail, you are no good to the club. As a matter of fact, you are taking out of the club's pockets to help you along your mess up, which is
Yeah,
fine, but I'm just
yeah.
saying, you are no good. Nobody is any good to their club in jail.
No, no. I think taking the gang tag should not be a hit on your membership. If you're
Well, it
willing to
makes
go to
it. I mean, I
prison,
got my
not
gang
rat
charge. It
on.
made me feel cool.
Well, if you're not willing to rat on somebody and you're willing to go to prison for your bros, like that's enough to say you're a bro.
Right? Don't
Should
bro
be.
me if you don't know me. That's another
Yeah.
code, right? Never go up
Yeah.
to a patch member and call him bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, bro is A-dubs. That's kind of the slang on the Nevada
Bend
yard with
right over.
A-dubs. It's just everybody, bro. What's up, bro? Right? It's
Yeah, well,
just
when a red and white guy says it to you, it means bend right over.
yeah. Well, they're
No vase line.
they're not bros, so you know. Uh, I'm usually a brother kind of guy or buddy or Bubba.
I don't like buddy, pal, boss, chief, anything like
Damn.
that. It feels disrespectful.
So boss is what we call the cops uh in prison. So I get why
Big
you wouldn't want to
fella,
be called
when you're
boss.
6'3" and 300 pounds, and people start calling you big fella.
I mean, you don't like big fella either, brother.
Now that we got the fellas, it's cool. But when people would be walking around just calling me, "Hey there, big fella," I'm like, "What do you think I am, a cow? Get the hell away from me."
Yeah. Well, at least they're not calling you something like folks or which hey
Pal is the worst one because it means
hey.
punk ass lame.
So well, to some tweaker biker one day, I guess that's how that went, right? Uh, or some dude in prison with too much time. Like, I mean, I guess you could acronym or anything if you wanted to, but anyway, speaking of being called folk, I've been doing a little more digging. I watched a video that's out there of your big homie Flames. Uh,
Oh
listen,
man,
listen, listen. He's in a rap. He did a rap 2 years ago on somebody else's song, and I found that song. And as claiming to be a
no,
Wood, I'm tired of him claiming to be a Wood, but so he claims to be a Wood from prison from wherever Minnesota or wherever he's from. Like,
nah. He was a
listen,
GD. You're not gonna be
he
that and a Wood.
yes, he called himself White Folk 2 years ago, but he was already out of prison by then. Were you a GD and then a Wood and then a GD now again? It's
Yeah, because
weird.
folk is the mixing
That's
races.
that's a GD or Gangster Disciples term that they call each other. Hey, folk, right? It's like cuh with the Crips or what's up, blood with the Bloods, right?
Folk, kinfolk,
Folk is kinfolk or whatever is the
white folk.
GDs
Rest in
name or
peace
yeah.
to that crazy dude.
So that's wild, Breeze. That's wild work right there by Flames. Now I guess he was a GD again, but now he's claiming this Wood politics. I only bring that up because he keeps talking about
Dude, he thinks that we're feds, and when he gets pulled over by the cops, he talks to him like he's talking to us because he's that paranoid. And
yeah.
I have nothing to do. You know, we wouldn't be on here asking for donations if that's what we were doing. We'd be out fighting crime like the two idiot cops. We'd be the worst cops because I'll just give me
Starsky
what
and
you got in
Hutch.
the car. Yeah, just give me what you got in the car, dog, and get up out of here. And then I'd be like, got
Oh
another
yeah.
one off the streets.
Oh yeah. Listen, that's why I would be the dirtiest cop of all time, bro. None of the
100%.
drugs or money is coming to the cops.
Me
We're
too. You
just
know
straight
me.
up, I'm keeping all of that every
I'm
time.
driving my car home at night. I'm never
If you let me catch you with a
paying
Rolex
for
on,
gas
I'm gonna
again.
find a way to get that from
Oh,
you.
run those pockets.
Oh, hey,
What's that
because I
movie? You boys
illegally
like
get to search you.
Mexico?
Yeah,
We'd be super troopers.
man, it would be wild with me. I would be the worst cop of all. Hey, Mark
Straight
Furman, hold
up.
my beer, bro. It would be bad.
Straight up. Or the ones on
So
that other movie with those with McLovin. He's like, "Can I hold your piece?"
that kind of stuff. That would, yeah, it's
And they
wild.
took him to do burnouts and then do break stuff, and
Well,
that was funny as hell.
listen, you're not doing YouTube right if somebody doesn't call you a cop or a rat or just awful stuff.
Oh God.
You look fatter on YouTube than you are in real life already. The camera does add pounds. pounds.
That's why I wear black, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
As you
well,
look
I
like.
thought that was
Let's
to
not get.
block the
Let's not.
sun. I
I
thought,
don't know.
yeah, I thought black, like, or is it white that does that? One of them absorbs heat and the other one reflects light so that
Does anybody on
it
here
helps you stay
know any
cool.
woman clubs or have a woman club story?
Oh, yeah, we
Shout
were
out to all the
way
mothers
off.
today. We've
Bro,
been way off for about 25 minutes, but that's what we do. This is just a fun Sunday Mother's Day live, and this is a shout out to the moms. And
yes.
MC means mom's car. So don't forget to donate to Rick Car Fund that we started last night. Watch the
Oh,
last
yeah.
episode if you haven't seen that. He's
Thank you.
already he's already getting up
Yeah.
there, and I'm telling you, he's gonna have a car. This is not e-begging, and I promise you,
Yeah.
you will get some of the best stories again once he can travel with his studio and set up at another man's house and just make us trip, like get caught in a tornado, things that he does.
Oh, man, it's wild. Like, I mean, there are a few interviews that I do need to go to. Some of them are very
But look at the
important.
ones you did. Pee Wee, Rob, and BA are some of the biggest biker personal in-depth videos that you will ever see
Yeah,
because it's
NBA,
raw.
shout out and rest in peace to both BA and Rob from Ventura,
See?
because they passed
Nobody will
shortly
ever get those stories.
after. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm glad I got to do that because I got to put the history down, and BA's daughters and son can watch their father still and hear his voice.
This
That,
stuff's
and
forever, man. Our kids can watch it long after we're gone too.
Rob from Ventura's sons, I've met two of them. His exes, or you know what I'm saying, his loved ones, his
Oh, Rob
brother,
had a little
his niece.
crew.
Right.
5 of
Uh,
them.
yeah, yeah. His son, he
Sheesh.
has a son in Vegas who he had just reconnected with. They can go and they can watch him talk and hear his voice again. I wish I had that. From I could hear my dad's voice like that. I wish I could hear my
I
dad's
don't
voice
like my
again.
dad anymore.
I've forgotten what my dad's
My
voice
dad was
sounds
in
like.
prison most of my life. He got out. We had fun for a little bit, and now we don't like each other. So
Yeah,
probably never talk to him again.
yeah, yeah. I've completely forgotten what my dad's voice sounded like. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been that long. So,
Jeez,
you
dude.
know, BA and Rob from Ventura, that's a gift that you can give to people, is getting some stories out there, and then their family can still hear their voice. It's cool. And then we get to hear these stories like with old Gus. And now it's turned into a full on beef between old Gus and Mike Lynch, where old Gus says, if we see each other, you better have them up, to Mike Lynch.
Get him up. Get him up, my old friend. That's what he said. Prepare to defend yourself.
So it's out there, and those two, they're going at each other because things are being said now by old Gus that weren't said on Willie Lotlop's channel or my channel about Mike Lynch. So obviously they've been getting at each other in the background somewhere, because you can tell this is just information that's like, oh, what?
And another thing about some of the interviews you've done is with Paul Gibson from Hawaii, you'll
What an
never hear
interview.
somebody like talk that gnarly about the people around them. And with
Yeah.
BA, you'll never get that far like into what really happened into a clubhouse on a video as he went. He told the
Yeah.
truth of what can really happen in those places. And everybody that talks smack on here and thinks they're big tough guy and all that, you don't realize until you've been up too long with a few members and you say the wrong word and they jump on you, how
Yeah.
serious it can get real quick. And you ain't
Yeah.
getting out of there until they decide to
Yeah.
let you out.
Yeah. And that was Cornbread, Papa, and
Just
Johnny
those
Merchant.
two can fight.
And Johnny
You
Merchant.
wouldn't want to run into one of them alone. And then you
And
add Johnny Merchant on there, and this dude, it just got worked
Bro.
double overtime.
Oh yeah.
Enough is enough, and that's supposed to be your brother, dude. Jeez.
I don't really send a picture out of BA after what happened to anybody.
No,
If
I've
you
seen
go,
it. I've seen it.
I micro flashed it in one of my videos. Just boom, when I showed BA's face in one of the videos in a picture, it micro flashed BA swollen what they did to him. And Papa from Frisco had cement cinder block hands. BA said that he thought that it was a baseball bat that had hit him from behind when Papa got him. And that's all. He didn't remember anything after that until he woke up in the bad place. Like, what just happened? Just and then the heartbreak went from there. But that BA story is crazy. Paul from Hawaii is the most raw, just unfiltered that you could get. Because you got to remember, even with BA, he still had brothers in the club before he passed that he still had love for or talked to. Right? They were trying to restart the 81, I guess, in Michigan, which is a terrible plan. Michigan is strong held by highwaymen and outlaws, and the Mongols are up there. But they do have a lot of support up there and supporters. But with BA, he was measured in what he would say because he still had people. And then Rob from Ventura was trying to take it easy on old Gus. He didn't want to be disrespectful in the way that he talked because that's kind of Rob too, you know. But Paul
is
zero
all the
fucks given.
emotions. And you got to
Yes.
remember this about Paul. Before there was
Raw.
any red and white on Paul, or if there was any red and white on Paul too, but on the islands, Paul, Steve Baker, Dirty, there's a handful of dudes that started out as like Wrecking Crew. And Wrecking Crew was this, and it had like a Samoan warrior with like their tool, and they were just bad dudes, man. And they took, so the red and white went out there, Sonny went out there, you know, and like he said, those islanders are like, you know, you can come here, we respect you, but when you leave our island and shit, it's because we let you, because we run our islands.
Yeah.
So when they brought red and white over, Paul and Steve Baker started Wrecking Crew. Then they moved on to Hell's Angels, and they're the first ones to step foot and do all that. And then somebody came from somewhere else and removed him.
Yes.
When he was after he just got out of prison, he had a surgery or something, and that's when they decided to jump on him. So it's a long history. It's very sad, you know, to think that he took that from the ground up and then got it taken from him. He's not happy about it, and he'll let you know.
It's a great interview, and I shared it on my community page maybe within the last month because people were asking about the Paul interview, saying that they couldn't find it because I do have quite a few videos. I need to make playlists
maybe
or something.
Repost it or something. I don't know.
So I did, and I got a couple of people that said thank you. You know, because I specifically had somebody get a hold of me
like
on
this.
Facebook.
I was like, what did he just say?
Yeah.
For more than once, I'm like, he's going to get a visit. Some of the people he's talking about are the meanest members in the world, and Paul does not care. Shout out to you, dog. Aloha, homie. I hope you're having a drink on a nice beach with your girl.
Yes.
And shout out to everybody who helps with this channel for Rick, man. Rick's put his blood, sweat, and tears into this channel.
So I think I want to do some interviews with multiple people. So I think StreamYard on members only, though, we could do interviews and then I could edit them and then put them out as videos.
That's like the worst word you could say on here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? Because then we can have multiple people, but then put it out as an actual video, edit it.
You know, I'm just terrified of it. To me, it doesn't even exist anymore because of what it did.
I want to see you and Paul on an interview.
Oh man.
That's why I'm thinking this in my head. I'm going, man.
People don't want to listen to me. You should do an update with Paul. Me and you go. I'm oversaturated. You.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
People don't want to listen. They know what I'm going to say. Something stupid.
I definitely want to do an update and just have Paul on again.
Right.
Paul is That's family
And I
right
don't mean
there.
like too
That's a good dude.
oversaturated. I have fun on here. And now I'm making my own channel that's kind of based off of stuff like this, but kind of going to be writing and stuff too. And then we got Foods
Well,
on Twos, man. Shout out to Eric. Animal
oversaturated is a weird.
would
Like
be telling the same story 100 times.
I protect my brand by not going on too many other shows. Like there's like 3 or 4 panels maybe that you'll catch me on here or there. One of them being YouTube Streets or New Age Plug, Ronnie Blue Eyes, or I would go up with Corrupt or Rocky from Rocky Strong. Those kind of guys, right? I did something with Toddy One
Shout
Skip
out to Rocky.
about the Whitakers.
You
And
tried.
Anyway, but other than that, I don't really go on too many channels. But
No.
it's say take Pee Wee. Pee Wee isn't oversaturated. Bill's Willie Lop
Sucks.
Lop. Yeah.
Because he chopped the videos too much.
Yes. He
And like you said
oversaturated
when you
his
kicked
own
me
market.
off, you built, I wasn't here from the beginning. You built this channel, all right? Even all the 40,000 subscribers is a lot
It is.
of people.
And it's cool.
And you got that.
So I don't believe, like, Pee Wee went on Mooch. Bro, banger of an interview, those two.
Right, because Mooch can get the good, they know each other in the background.
They're from other sides of the
spectrum
when it comes
100%.
to
what do you mean? Yin yang, oil and water.
It's a Mongol.
Mooch was a Mongol.
President. Yes.
And a Hell's Angel president.
Hell's Angel president.
Holy shit.
It was, go check out Mooch's channel. I hope that interview's still up. I don't see why it wouldn't be. That is so important. Patched. It should have happened.
It's called Patched Podcast.
Yes.
Shout out to him. Check out Soft White Underbelly. Mooch was just on there as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mooch. Mooch has some serious club.
I did an interview with Mooch.
See?
When he was first coming on to YouTube and making waves and stuff, I started watching him and I'm like, I really like Mooch. And he was kind enough to even come on
Very
here.
well spoken.
Oh man,
that's smart. Why he got so far in the club as well. He's smart. He's well spoken. He's got the knowledge from the streets as well. He's well rounded.
See, somebody said Pee Wee was good on Ian Bick's channel too. Ian Bick is blown
He was
up.
good on a lot of them, but we know Pee Wee. We get tired of. I want to, I'll always say, like, I like to listen to everything he says, but he's been on every platform. Shout out to Pee Wee.
Yeah,
no one's done what Pee Wee did and brought together outlaws, Mongols, bandits, every club you can think of, and it's called Brothers for Life. And they are a new thing.
With Pee Wee, like, he didn't talk for so long, well over a decade.
Because of what your people did to him.
Because of what the bros did, yes. And it was a bad call.
Hey, snuck him with a rock on the yard.
They did. They took Johnny Merchant's word for it, and they hit Pee Wee on the yard. That they took the word that Pee Wee had ratted, and Pee Wee never ratted. I feel terrible about it.
Just real quick, because of all this, Pee Wee's son will never talk to him again, dude. And that is, I'm not talking to my own dad.
And now they've spoken.
Is a pain.
Now they've spoken.
Right. But they didn't for a long time.
Pee Wee's daughter just got married, and they were at the wedding together. They didn't for a long time over this.
Hey, wasn't this so crazy that they did another wedding and the Mongols showed up again?
The Mongols did show up
every time this fool's kids get married, and it wasn't. They're like, hey, whoa, we're not here for that. This is really just a weird man. Yeah. What are the odds? And I bet him and his dad just looked at each other like, you gotta be shitting me.
I'm sure Brad
you gotta be shitting me.
Definitely looked at each other when a van full of Mongols showed up at like, they parked across the street, but they were going to like a restaurant over here that had nothing to. They didn't even know Pee Wee was there. Or
Pee Wee was ready to rock and roll again.
And Pee Wee instantly. And somebody comes in and
he got into fight stance. He got right into fight stance. He's old school. What a misfortunate thing for Pee Wee to be out of the club, man.
So Pee Wee, it has somebody once again. It happened at Brad's wedding. Somebody came in and said the Mongols are in the rotunda at the wedding chapel, and now this is his daughter's wedding, and
How many years later?
15 years later,
15 years
17 years
later.
later or something,
I
man.
mean, what
Yeah.
in the hell?
She's getting married. Here comes somebody. The Mongols just showed up in a van load out front. Pee Wee's like, and
Let's
do
go.
you know what Pee Wee did? He walked out the front door to talk to the Mongols to see what was going on, right? He did not
I know,
run
and he
and
said
hide.
somebody pulled up in a little ass car like, Pee Wee, get in, let's get out of here.
Yep.
He's like, I can't fit in that car, and
He-
I'm not running.
Well, that was the first time at Brad's wedding. Now at his
Oh.
daughter's wedding,
They brought a limo to throw his ass
right.
in.
So he walked out, and when he walked out, the Mongols were all down the way at the restaurant that they went to.
Right,
And he's just like,
right.
all right, cool.
And there was
I don't
still,
want
I
no
think, I
problem.
bet you more than anything, there was a couple of them standing by the bikes, and he's like, what's
Yeah.
up? And they're like, hey, what a weird
Yeah.
thing to see you here.
How crazy is that, though? Both of his
They probably
his
all
kids'
had a
weddings,
laugh.
both of
Oh
his
my
kids'
God.
weddings, the Mongols
Imagine
had
that feeling.
inadvertently too, because at Brad's wedding, the Mongols did not show up there knowing
On purpose.
that Pee Wee was at Brad's wedding. They didn't know there was a Hell's Angels wedding. They were showing up because one of them was getting married
100%.
at the wedding after. So it's
100%.
like God is trying to get the Mongols and Pee Wee in a wreck.
Dude.
And it's like, for what? That is divine
The
intervention.
whole time, and I think that goes into the story next, where he was they went out to eat afterwards, and then there was a bunch of them there, and he's like, well, I'm not going to run out of here.
That was
And
a
he
different,
got into it a little bit. One with
totally different story. That was with the
Okay.
Outlaws. That was with the Outlaws at a car show.
Jeez.
So it does show that Pee Wee has grown as a man, though, because Pee Wee came out in the wedding chapel rotunda throwing, boom, right away.
First dude
with his
dressed
hook
like a
coming.
Mongol.
That was it. Pee Wee didn't say anything. He got to business, right? Well, this time
And
when
that,
he walked
hey,
out,
on top of that, why did that guy have to come up and poke somebody after Pee Wee had already done the work? That would have kept everybody out of jail.
Okay, so it would have, but that you got to know who Johnny Merchant as a person is. Like, Johnny Merchant once chased a full patch member around T-shirt booths at Laconia, trying to book him, and
Over a patch.
all of the Hells Angels that are standing around are going, Johnny, you can't, and Johnny's
Do that.
laughing. He's laughing at him, going, it's only a $500 fine. Trying to book this dude. Johnny is that dude.
Because of his side rocker.
Yeah,
That those guys made up.
yeah. So Johnny Merchant is a booker. That dude will get you.
There's
He's known
pokers
for
out
it.
there.
He's a poker. He likes his.
Some
his,
dudes
his
are never going to
skills.
fight you with their hands.
So, having that man on your team, I told Pee Wee this too. Johnny Merchant did what Johnny Merchant should have done.
Johnny did what
And
Johnny
even the
does.
Mongols-
And if you get in a fight with him, someone's
Even the
getting
Mongols,
cut.
yeah, even the Mongols can agree that. I mean, there's Mongols that would have done the same thing. That is, it is
Well,
an
get your ass up
appropriate-
off the ground. I don't appreciate if someone would come in and poke after me and catch me a case. Go find your own guy to poke.
Oh, well, that's why
Not
Pee Wee
mine. And then
Pee-wee's
if you
more
do
upset.
it, you take the blame.
Well, kind of that. And so Johnny Merchant went to prison too. And Pee Wee went to prison and Brad went to prison.
All for a little scuffle.
All for really a nothing scuffle. Had Johnny Merchant not done that, but Johnny Merchant did what Johnny Merchant does.
It is what it is, dog. That's what happens when you play in the big leagues.
That's
you gotta
knowing
be
your
ready
crew.
for that.
That's knowing your crew. Yeah, he is out too. And Johnny Merchant was involved in the BA thing too. Johnny Merchant is he ain't no joke. Well, some would say he is very handy with his abilities to go ahead and take you out. Yeah, he's handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. He earns his keep. But he was in Cleveland for a while, Vegas, I think Dago for a minute, or he was at least hanging out with Whitey from Dago for sure that I know. Johnny Merchant is
I've
He's
heard a
next
lot
level,
about him,
bro.
dude. He ain't no
That
joke.
ain't
He
the
ain't no
one.
slouch.
That
That
ain't the
is not
one.
the one. He
Yeah.
is not the one.
So, but he did put a case on Pee Wee in prison or put a bad jacket on Pee Wee and got Pee Wee hit by Checkers.
Yikes.
Shout out Checkers, by the way. What a good bro. What a good solid bro right there. Shout out to you, Checkers. That's a good dude.
And then look at the BA thing too, though. Like, man, jumping a guy inside the clubhouse when he was probably already knocked down by the first giant of a man that hit him. It's just
Papa.
like you guys are trying to prove how
Yeah.
loyal you are to each other and how tough you are, but it's like, damn, be a little fair, dude. Knock him around and tell him he said something stupid. Don't send him to the upper room.
That was in the New York
Holy
clubhouse too.
Toledo.
New York clubhouse.
They don't play. And then he had to
No.
ride back with one of them. Just
Hey,
being a jerk to him. Driving his car. What the hell? I would have just that. It's hard to
Did
say what I
you-
would have done.
did you ever meet Steve Bonge?
Mm,
The one who does
I
all the
only knew-
pictures?
I know a bunch of the West Coast guys, dude. I'm good on
Yeah.
the West Coast. Well, I
Well, Steve
was
Bonge
before
does
I
the
got out
calendars.
bad.
Steve Bonge does the
Okay.
calendars.
Yeah, homeboy had a sick bike. BA had one of the sickest old school painted FXRs around.
Yeah. Anthony says Papa wasn't that tall. No, I know that. Yeah, he was a brick
Stout.
shithouse.
Very stout.
Yeah.
With hammer hands, like he said earlier.
Just clubs.
Ooh.
It just yeah.
And just a gangster gentleman, bro. He had a bike shop. Everybody loved him. Nobody ever has had a bad word to say about Papa.
His sons are good dudes too.
They
From
are.
what I've heard. From what I've
They
heard in the
are.
background, everybody
They're,
I've
they're
ever
two
talked
different
to,
kinds of people.
They
It's
are.
a trip.
They are. Yeah. That's what I've heard, and that's why they'll never hear nothing bad about their dad or them ever come out of my
Hell
mouth. 'cause
no.
those are-
I would
those are
never
good dudes. Good
say
dudes.
something bad about Papa.
Never.
I
never.
got to sit in a cell with a Mongol and hear their side of the story on what happened, and that was a trip.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
not
that
even going
was
to
a
go
trip.
into that and stir up a bunch of drama, but it is a
That's
trip.
a different day, different story right there. We could do a whole thing on Papa. We haven't really sat and just talked about Papa Gordado. He is a legend, and he's him not being here anymore. Steve Towson, Jethro,
Changes the club.
Robert Poland. There's these men that were in this club that are no longer in this club, and that's why Northern California is where it's at now. The Bay Area is still solid as hell, always gonna be.
Always.
But
they have had that locked in all the way around since the beginning of time.
Yeah, Doc. Howie. You lose all of that, and look,
Flash.
It shows. Well,
Flash is still there,
alive,
but
and
imagine
in the club. Yeah,
dude. Every old school picture of the Hells Angels that Outlaw Archive posts, Flash is in it. It's such a trip.
That's his favorite guy.
He's in every black and white photo. No, I'm just saying that's how long he's been around, since he was 16, dude. And he's got to be pushing 70.
Who took those photos?
He has the most. I don't know.
Steve Bonge.
A Rock.
Steve
Did
Bonge.
he?
Probably.
Somebody with a really old camera.
Yeah.
Dude. Flash
Cisco.
has been around since he was a kid.
The loss of Cisco has been Cisco, Jethro, and Mr. 187 Steve Towson. And Papa.
So that's why I said Flash, and people who's the other dude that we always bring up? The big dude from the East Coast that does the leather vest.
Oh, Greg Domi.
Big Greg Domi. So solid.
Yeah.
So these are people that we just named that have passed away or been taken away too soon.
Well,
that
Greg
would
Domi's
be Flash
still here.
and Greg Domi. No, that's what I'm saying. Is you were saying about
they would be.
These are the would-be's. They would be what these guys are.
Yes.
That's an example of living versions of what we just said. Would be Domi.
Absolutely.
Would be Brendan from New York. Would be Pee-wee.
JTB.
JTB.
Mario, actually, from Long Island.
Skeeter from Purdue. All that.
Yeah.
Big Paul from our side.
There's a Kentucky member. Old school as hell, bro. He's one of them hogs too. Um, who else?
Mel Chancey.
Mel Chancey. Mel Chancey's dope.
Let's
He's
go.
cool.
Everybody
What a good
comment the
dude.
most famous member and what club that you can
Chuck
remember that you
Zito.
always know.
Chuck Zito,
Chuck
for that matter.
Zito. That's your favorite guy. It just popped into your head when I said that.
Well, me and Chuck ain't got no problem like that. I mean,
My
I'm
favorite
sure.
right now has got to be Big Mel, bro. I just really look up to that guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What a good dude, and solid, and just a beast.
Which one did you just say?
Who? Oh, Repo
You.
Rod.
No,
Somebody said Repo Rod.
you.
What?
What did you just say?
Me and Chuck ain't got
Can't
no
remember the
problems.
last Yeah, Chuck Zito. He's a
Yeah,
legend, dude.
yeah,
He is a freaking legend.
yeah,
Think about that. And he's got active members fighting for him, and he's supposed to be out bad.
yeah.
So, Homeboy's a legend. And that's the thing I don't like when they try to take the historians out. Old members like that, there should become a time where you can't even get your patch brought up unless it's like the most golden
Yeah.
reason. Because
Right.
people just decide they're sick of these old dudes and take them out and then run their name into the dirt after they helped create the club.
Yeah. Somebody said George said it's on site. Yeah, yeah, with Mike Lynch.
Mike
Yeah,
Lynch.
that's what he said. He called
We
him
could
out.
set that up. I don't think
Somebody,
either one of them will back down, so we need to get this rolling, making it an event.
at some
Outlaw
point,
Archive. Bo, help
Bo
us
could
out
make that
here,
happen.
dog. Bo, you can make that
Yeah.
happen, dude, and
Yeah.
an event.
Yeah. And then somebody said get Repo Rod on. I would love for Repo Rod to come on. I
He's
think
with
he
Bill
just.
Sucks.
I think
Shout
he's
out
just.
to Repo. He's a great dude, but he ain't
He's
gonna work
showing
with
loyalty.
us.
He's showing loyalty, and there's nothing wrong with that. To Willie Lop Lop, and that's fine. I respect Repo Rod. I like Repo Rod. I like
100%.
his storytelling. We were on a Vagos thing on Vice TV together. We weren't there together at the same time, but we were on the same episode together. Repo Rod's dope as hell, bro.
Right.
Dope as hell.
Bill Stacks has such a thing against us that, like, if somebody talks to us, he'll cut them off. Somewhat, unless they still have too much to offer him.
It's weird to me as a man. Like, just think from your MC mind or my prison mind. It's weird for me as a man to go to another man and say, "Hey, if you talk to that fool, we don't fuck with you." Like that's kind of a lame way to be in life. I
said that earlier, and it's not directed towards anybody. I call it hauling water. And I've been threatened by so many friends of the club in my life, or even when I started the cult, it was never a member from the club that was talking shit. It was a little errand boy. And it's like, that even sets me off, because it's like, then they say, like, don't attack the messenger. Like, dude, what? And why are you guys coming and telling me? You're making it into a case. So if you tell somebody to come tell me something and then we bump into each other, and you're probably not going to, but you get me, it's going to be premeditated.
Yeah.
And vice versa. That's why I don't send messages through other people.
Right. Well, and it's the hauling water. I like that.
You're hauling water for them.
You are. You're hauling water.
You really going to haul water for somebody else, some dude.
As a man, I don't tell other people to get a hold of somebody else either if I got a problem. And there's never, am I just not going to talk to somebody because they've been on somebody else's YouTube channel? Like, that is as faulty as that gets. Don't do that. And don't tell somebody, you're on my channel. I don't like this guy over here. Don't go. You should hear me shout out Hollywood.
Bro, not only did Bill Stacks say that to me, also, as the first day me and you talked, I was a huge piece of dirt. All my videos came down.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Weird. It's weird. That's a weird way to be. I don't like it. But hey, I mean, I guess if that's the man you want to roll with, man, like, go ahead. Like, that maybe you guys are cut out for each other. I don't know. Maybe you like the way he does interviews. I don't know. Maybe he pays you. I don't know. But what I do know is it's weird. It's weird. That'd be like me telling you don't go on any of the other biker channels. Like, don't be that lop or lame. You know, like just weird.
Bro,
Weird.
look at what somebody put in cap locks. Don't read it out loud though.
I was,
Miss
yeah,
don't do it.
yeah,
We're doing
yeah,
better now, you guys. We're
yeah,
doing good, all right? This is how men work through problems. There
absolutely.
wasn't a problem. We just do a lot of work, bro. We do a lot of work, and it requires us to talk a lot sometimes. So it gets in between our friendship of we would just be calling to be
Yeah.
friends and check on each other and hang up to now we got to go over everything we have gotten for the news, and
And it takes
it's a
hours.
job. It's
It
a
takes
freaking
hours
job.
because, and don't get it twisted. Breeze is an amazing asset also. Breeze finds out stuff, gets sent stuff, talks to people that I've never spoken to. Uh, his
Vice
ear
versa.
is to the
Our
ground. He
network
hears
works
it.
great
Hmm.
together. I hear it
Yeah.
all. That, and I try
So
to say it's a blessing and a curse because we get paid,
yeah,
but at the same time we have to put out this
yeah,
information and risk our whatever you want to call it sometimes. And I hear it from all angles, dude, and I'm very well
yeah,
connected.
yeah.
And I don't know why I never
Well,
say it. I
yeah,
always play low key, but I know pretty much everybody, and if whoever I don't know, Rick knows them. And
yeah,
through the channel, you guys think we don't know nothing, but we hear nothing but income. Hey, you said this wrong. Can you fix that? This is what really happened. Look at this picture. Can you post this and not say my name? Hey, I need to talk to you guys for 3 hours, and then I'm going to send you another number and call him. It's a
right.
lot, guys. And
Uh,
Rick brings a lot
that's how
to
it
it
goes.
as well. He's always digging it. He can really get into a computer, and then the members that do reach out to him, they give him really good stuff that
Oh
you're
yeah.
really not going to get. Bill Sucks does not have these kind
No,
of
no, there's no.
connections. I don't mean connections like I'm a bad dude. I
Yeah,
mean I
no,
have connections like I know someone from everywhere because I've been
yeah.
around. That's it. I'm a nobody now, and I'm fine with it. I'm right where I want to be, man. I got my family. That's what I need. I'm doing the best I ever have in life.
Let's see.
The
Rick, are those shirts still around like your hat?
fab.
Oh, these?
That
Yeah,
shirt is clean.
it is clean, bro.
Man.
It is. Shout out Fab. Shout out Sean with Deathcore and prestigious underscore labs. Always go check them out on Instagram for any of the what do you got there? Is that Deathcore? Yeah.
I don't know. I
See, that
just
one's
did a
cool.
really weird
Yeah, you
ape
did.
position backwards on my chair.
How's your
Rocky's
leg
probably going
doing?
to take advantage of that. It's messed
Oh,
up.
Big
They're not
Johnson.
bed bug bites. They're going away, but I thought that too when they're so close together, but I ain't got no bed bugs. Unfortunately, I've had bed bugs in the house one time in my life, and you have to move and throw all your shit away. It sucks.
So
So this was a cellar spider, and
here's
I'm sitting on this chair. Rick fired me, and my chair collected cobwebs, which spiders live in, and one just started chewing on me
yeah, he
one
did.
day.
He booked you. He booked you hella bad. He said,
Booked
"You
me
ain't from
seven
around here,
times in the back of
Holmes."
the leg,
Yeah,
right in the
yeah,
freaking soft spot, man.
right. So look, this I worked at a bar owned by a man named Rick in the west side of the Phoenix area, and this was customers. They were the Johnsons, right? They make summer sausages, some of the best you can get. If you're in that
Mm.
area, look up Big Johnson sausage.
Mm,
But they
mm,
gave me this hat.
mm.
Robin and Rick are their names. Gave me this hat, and I like my hat, so I wear this hat still. And this was years and years and years ago. This was probably 2019. So we're talking 7 years ago. I got this hat from them, but I like it, and I still rock it. It's cool.
Hey,
Plus, you
Vanilla
know,
Gorilla, I saw your comment on my page, so shout out to your mom for Mother's Day, you jerk.
oh no, oh Vanilla Gorilla 81 after him. How man? Every time you snap into a Slim Jim, it makes me want a Slim Jim hella bad.
Every
It
time you
really
say
does.
sausage, It was making me hungry.
Some of the best I've ever had because they do it at home and they make their but they have a company where they'll ship it to you. They'll ship it. Because I had them send me some in Texas after I had moved from Phoenix to Houston. So boom. I love me some summers. You know me. That's what the crackers and the cheese and the mustard. That's my go-to snack.
Sausage connoisseur of sorts.
Yeah.
Jerky.
I know my sausage. Yeah. Okay. So
Wow.
see,
I didn't say that.
would have been a great Vago.
Mm.
Oh, he thought I was going to say Hell's Angel. Nope. Caught him with the old curveball.
The old switcheroo.
Shoot a link to your new channel. If I have any moderators in here that could put up a
I
link
just
to
changed the thing so it doesn't have to be written in one word. You can now go in the search bar on YouTube and put Rollin Free TV, and it'll go straight to my channel or a short. You guys, I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. That's going to be getting me paid.
how many do you have?
I've
We've been
done,
watching that real close the
dude,
last
I'm
couple of
close to
days.
800. I need like 250
what's
more
up.
people to get on there,
That's what's up.
subscribe, like, and then I'm going to be making money, dude. And I really want you
Yeah.
guys to donate to Rick. And I don't want to have to take as much as I do anymore once I get my own channel. And we want to get Rick a
Which is
damn
what I
car. And he's
wanted.
been helping me more than he's needed to for a long time. So help me help you. And
I always
donate to Rick's
wanted
car fund.
I always wanted you to start your own channel from the
I
beginning.
had to
That's one of the very
practice.
first things. I think you're
This
ready,
is
so ready
practice,
for
and
it.
now
You've
I
done
feel
really good.
trained. I'm like a
You are.
fighter.
You
When
are.
people want to have me on their show and stuff, they go, "What are we going to talk about?" I go, "You don't even need to. You just get me on there and start asking questions.
That's
I
it.
don't need to. I'm
And
good."
that's how we always go too. Like, sure, we talk about a
Basics.
story in the background. Here's what happened. Here's what I'm hearing, or somebody's
Let's
telling
go.
us,
And then we'll say, "Don't say
and then we
anything
just
else until
okay.
the show."
How many times do we say that to each other? Hey, stop where
All the
you're at. I
time.
want to hear this on the show. I don't want to hear this. I want to
Mm-hmm.
hear this for the first time when you're saying it. You know,
100%.
that way, like, because I know I could just feel, oh, this is going to be crazy good or something. So I want to
But
hear
now
it.
I can sit and talk to myself too, even though it's like the hardest thing to do. You just got
Yeah.
to keep the subjects going in your head.
Yeah.
I can go for at least 30 minutes by myself. I used to
Yeah.
do 5 minutes and then just go,
Oh,
"See you
yeah.
later."
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. And then you have people that are in the chat in the comments that comment, and that helps a lot too. Where you can just answering people's comments is it's a good way to be. You know, these people that get up there and they don't interact with anybody.
If
They
you overthink it, it's not
It's
going to be
weird.
good. Somebody just
Makes
said
it
they really liked. I made my own prospecting video. I left out a lot. I remembered a lot. And then when you upload it and you hear the feedback, you go, "Dang, I forgot to say this. Dang, I forgot to say that." Well, it can only be so good, guys.
Yeah. No, his storytelling, no, listen. And he got yellow triangled on that one for no reason. He was
My first
reserved.
ever
He
one, it was
didn't do
flying.
anything.
It
I
was
don't
flying off
understand.
the rails. But
I'm having a
thanks
hard time.
also, Rick came on and we did a smasher, and its views are flying. And even Rick does a crash out. If you haven't seen
I
my
did.
episode,
I
Rick
did.
crashes out so bad,
In the end,
and I
yeah.
didn't get one warning for that. Nothing.
No. No. Because hey, YouTube, we have they're like, oh, Rick's wild, I guess. I get away with just kind of what I get away with, which is just me being me.
What about the
And
popcorn phone call, man? I'll never get over that.
popcorn phone call was wild.
Are
That
we
was
gonna
wild
go for a
work.
little longer right now, or are you getting tired of it?
No, I'm getting tired.
Getting tired of it?
Oh, you want to go
I
longer?
need no. I can
feel
go.
like
I just
every
need to
time
tie
you
my
say that,
shoes.
I think every time you say that,
It gets worse.
if we go further, then we get Korean Breeze,
Korean Breeze is wanting to
and then
come out
it's
right
like
now. I'm not there
exactly
yet. Whenever
okay.
I start speaking Chinese, kick me out, take me home, leave, punch me.
Just kick him
If
off.
I start speaking, now I'm not
No,
just
oh,
talking
you
on
almost
here.
did.
If we're somewhere and I start talking Chinese, it's time for me to go home.
CMC
On that
TNT.
note, welcome
Hey,
to
listen.
Vegas Profile Story.
Look, CMC TNT says you guys should prank call members. Bro.
Ooh. No. We've
Yeah.
already done enough. We've already done
Yeah.
enough.
Plus,
If you
those
really want
are
to
our
push it that
dudes.
far,
Those
the
are our
ones that
dudes.
talk to us are cool with us, dude.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have them.
Yeah. 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 And there's not, this isn't, everybody looks at it like it's nonsense and we're attacking the Hells Angels more than anything.
That's just what we hear the most.
We're just,
Sorry.
this is where the club is lacking in this charter with these lames. And this
And you
is
can
what
have all the opinions you want. This
that's
is
what
our
us-
thing that we do.
we look at. Yeah, we look
And
at it.
people
We
hate on
see
us.
that.
I'm
That's
not
all.
claiming, dude, this show that me and Rick do is our thing, and we talk how we want, and you might think it's too much or too little. I hear both sides of it, and we just do what we do, and we're damn good at it. So if you don't like it, don't look.
Rigid Rider said Rick
I'm
crashing
going
out
to
was
get
hella
Korean.
hilarious. Yeah, bro.
It was the
No,
best. We
okay.
need to make a short out of it.
You
I'm
should.
getting Korean. We don't have to leave just yet. Guys, tell us a few more things to talk about, or should we leave?
Yep. Thank you for coming to Vegas Profile Stories. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you next time. Shout out.
Thanks for coming, man. Shout out Deathcore. Shout out Fab. Shout out Prestigious_Lab. Shout out Rolling Free TV. Go look at it. Hit the damn like, subscribe. Give me some money so I don't got to keep begging y'all. Listen, it's the time of the month where me and Rick have 0 ducats. Nothing. I'm down to soups and rice. Instant rice to fluff it up, to make it a meal. My family's not here. I need your guys' help. I need you to go to Vegas Rick C and donate and put
80.
Vegas Rick C80 at Cash App and put this is for commissary for
Somebody
us.
was about to
We
get
need
paid.
to split some soups. We need to split some soups, and if you want to donate to his car, which I'm 100% for and understand, you can do it in this video. You can do it to anything, but donate and get Rick rolling, dude. And people have started to in the background, and we're probably at a few $100. So we're just looking for a $2,500 goal, and we're going to get him a scraper, and he's going to hit the road.
I'm writing down everybody's name so that I can do something special for everybody that does donate, because I feel like that's the way to do it. And each and every one of you, I'll find a way to do something cool in the background for you guys, for your life, because you're helping me. The Pathfinder
show was better without Breeze. Elwood is with me and his mother today. Wow. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We love you guys. We love the damn subscribers. This is our crew, man. We talk to you. We talk about you. This is a thing. And, man, this was a cool episode. We kind of jumped all over.
Shout out to the members of the Valley Vixens, the She
Devil
Devils,
Dolls,
and
She Devils.
Most importantly, Queens of Chaos and Tracy. We love you guys, and keep rocking, ladies, because you're killing it. Beasts.
Yeah, I know you donated $500 the second I left. It's all good. Hey, Rick's gonna be in a car soon, homeboy. Thank you.
That's going towards that, actually. So it's a part of it.
We'll
Vegas,
do the tiki-taki soon. We'll get Splinter on for something soon.
Mark, if you can put the Cash App up, it's Vegas Rick C80. That's the mod I see.
Hashtag Vegas Rick C80 made the hardest damn code word you could imagine.
Well, that's okay.
Hey, I like followers on Instagram and Facebook, man.
I had
Go on my
Cash App
Facebook.
well before I started doing this.
Breeze
I could
Pirello.
go in and change it though.
That's my Facebook. Berserker Breeze on Instagram. Get in there and tell me how much I like Little Debbie's. Shoot me a donation, and I'll give Rick a little something. Promise. Promise. Promise.
What the hell? That sounded a little bit flamesy.
Sus.
As hell.
Sus. Crazy work.
That was
crazy work. It's at the end where I start to lose this thing.
All right. We're checking out. Happy Mother's Day, ladies.
Catch y'all on the flip side. Thanks for watching.